Welcome to Chasing Growth, a podcast on leadership ideas, organizational health, and personal growth. To help us spread the message of chasing growth, please subscribe, make a comment, and share this podcast on your social media. And now, a new episode of Chasing Growth.
Hey, welcome back to Chasing Growth, episode number 8. Very happy to be making this episode number 8 today. Let me start with a story today. Let me start with a story when I was young. I was growing up and I was in my first grade, and they came from a TV show. And they were calling all these kids to go to the TV show and all that stuff. And they select a bunch of kids, and they didn't select me. And I was very down. And one of the persons said that the reason because they didn't select me, it, it was because I wasn't good for the camera. In other words, I wasn't good looking, or whatever that means. Anyways, I believe that for many years. I struggle with that, and jokes, when somebody will make a joke about my hair or my appearance or my height, it was very hurtful. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to deal with that. I always thought that so I have a little self-esteem problems, I can say. They will compensate being arrogant, being arrogant and just being a little too much on the other side, and believing things they're not true. One time, also another little story is that I have a very good grade in school. It was a 95% or something like that, like a B plus or A. And I went home very proud. And I showed it to my dad, and I was expecting, well done, son, a good job. And because I really did my best, I really did my best. And what he said was, well, actually, it's not 100. Why is not 100? You should do 100. That's another thing that affected me a lot for some reason. And I know either he was joking or he didn't know what he was saying. But that affected me. And in many ways, I always either sabotage myself to not doing well or to don't finish things that I start. And that was a problem for a long time. But so many of us struggle with different experiences, things that happened in our past, situations. We were called something, somebody did something to us, and we have to deal with that. And as leaders or as people, we have a hard time growing, advancing, and actually living our life to the fullest because we think we are not good enough, or we're not worth it, or whatever it is. And many of us is in that place. I get to talk with a lot of people, and a lot of time the conversation, when I start digging into the conversation and start hearing a little bit more, what I hear is people that have been hurt. They have been somebody said something to them at some point. They call them fat. They call them short. They call them lazy. Something happened, experience, that for some reason the experience become an anchor for them to not move. And today they're stuck and they cannot advance. It's like the story of the elephant. Do you know how elephant get trained? The way the elephant get trained is when they're little, they tie a rope around one of their legs, and so the elephant cannot move. The rope is very short and they cannot move, and the elephant cannot move because they're not strong enough. However, the elephant grows. You know how much an elephant grows is huge. They can be so big and so strong. But the crazy thing is that elephant, as strong as it is, at the moment they put back that rope on one of the legs, the elephant stops. And the elephant, that rope doesn't even need to be tied anymore to anything. It's just a rope around the leg, and the elephant won't move because the experience the elephant had when was little. And that rope, the elephant right now could have cut that rope very easily if he was able to identify that rope is not as strong as himself. So we all struggle with those things. There's so many stories, so many things I hear people saying, I'm too old. I'm not somebody who can be hired because I'm in that age when people won't hire me. I cannot start because too late in life. I already passed my prime and already did my part. That kind of stuff. I hear all kind of things, and I hear in young people when they sabotage themselves. I knew somebody who was great and just for some reason become a quitter of anything. Uh, and it was a great person. However, it will quit and never really continue. And the reality is that a lot of time when you start digging into a conversation, you find out that we are in so many ways like that elephant. Something happened to us, an experience, a situation, a comment by a teacher, something was said in some point, um, and we struggle with those things. And if you're a Christian, that even we know that Jesus Christ died for all those things and we don't have to deal with them and we're free of all those things that take us down, we still believe those lies. And those lies usually come from what I call the three friends. If you're a Christian leader, you know this is true. And those three amigos, los tres amigos, are the world, the flesh, and Satan. And they love those lies. They love those lies. The world tell you one thing, the flesh tell you one thing, and they know that that's in your heart. So they push that agenda big time because they know they don't want you to move. They don't want you to be the elephant that you can be, strong and majestic. They want you to still think that you're a little tiny elephant. That soon that you have that rope on your leg, you cannot move. So we all have those lies in our life. Everybody have experienced those. Somehow somebody said something and we got stuck. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know. It may be something even more than just some words. Maybe experiences that were very difficult growing up. But I gotta tell you, you're not anymore. You're not there anymore. You're not that little elephant anymore. And I can tell you, you can become a majestic, a huge, a big impact, a big elephant, and you can do many things. But you have to be able to identify those lies, and you have to bring them to the surface. You have to call it what it is, lies. There's so many. There's so many. I mean, again, people say all kind of stuff, and they just don't believe it. And sometimes come from people we love, and that's probably why it's so difficult to. And maybe we have been the ones who said things to people, and we have made them feel so bad, and we have to be so careful with that. We have to be so aware of what we say to people, so we don't become the rope, or we're not the creators of that rope in their leg. They don't let them fulfill the purpose that God have for them. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is that what is that lie? What is the lie? What is the lie in my life? What is that thing that is not true that I'm still believing? Can be my age, my appearance, can be my personality, my looks, can be so many things. And identify that lie and bring it to the surface. Start talking to it. Call it what it is, a lie. Call it what it is, a lie. Just say, it's there, I see you, identify you. Because when you see it and you start seeing things as they are and not as things appear to be, you're gonna be able to destroy it, to send it back to the back of your head and totally ignore it. So you start believing the truth. The truth, for example, that you have a purpose for your life. That God made you with a purpose. Many years ago, I was in finishing high school, and because I believe all those lies, I didn't know what to do with my life. I finished high school. I just didn't know what I was supposed to do. I took a year off, and I remember I just didn't know. I think I was depressed because I will wake up late, and stay in bed, go to bed early, and all that stuff. And I think I was depressed. I thought I was done because the only thing I knew, high school was over, and now I'm supposed to make decisions and decide what to do. My dad wanted me to be an accountant. All I knew is that I don't want to be an accountant because I don't know how to count. Period. I'm really bad with math, and so it was hard. I didn't know what to do, and I think I was depressed. And someday I was listening actually In Touch Ministries, En Contacto is called in Latin America, and Dr. Charles Stanley said, God have a purpose for your life. And he was talking about that and, always looking good with his suit and tie and all that stuff and gray hair. And he's saying, God have a purpose for your life. God have a purpose for your life. And he's talking about that. And I remember watching it. I was laying on my bed. I remember watching it on TV, and something just I thought, this is true. There gotta be a reason why I'm alive. It cannot be just I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life just sitting here. God have a purpose for my life. And actually, I didn't know exactly what to do. I didn't know exactly where to go, where to move, or what to do. But this is what I did. I call a friend, and I said, "What are you gonna do next year?" And he said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to this college, blah blah." And I said, "Okay, I'm in." And I went to study that. I ended up studying communications, and I love it. I enjoy all have to do with communications and all that stuff. But anyways, so I signed up and I started. I finished. Through those years, they were great, and I got to know God way more, and actually realized that I have a purpose for my life. So start identify the problem, identify the situation, identify the lie, and call it what it is as a lie. See things as they are. God have a purpose for your life. And that means that there's something that you have to offer right now. There's something you have to give on this time and moment right now. And then when you see things as they are, you can start moving forward. And they won't be perfect. You can try things, but imagine so many things you're missing, so many opportunities you're missing because you're not taking that step, because you're tied and you have that rope in your leg and you're not moving forward. And maybe you're stuck in a place with just not able to, you really think that you're not capable to do anything, that you were never gonna lead anything, that you're not as good at anything. So no, start moving forward. Start moving forward. Don't believe the lie. Identify the lie, call it what it is, a lie. See things as they are. That means that you have a purpose, you have a reason why you're are alive, you're part of a big plan. And second, start thinking about a target, a future. Um, make goals. And this is how it works. A lot of times when I talk with somebody, I said, okay, so what are you gonna do in the next 5 years? And a lot of times they don't have a plan. I said, what are you gonna do in 5 years, in 10 years? Never a plan. If I said, okay, what the person that you would like to be, or a person that you admire as a leader, as a person, where that person gonna be in 5 years? And they're capable to tell me, well, probably that person will be here and there. So if you know where that person probably will be because who they are, become that person. Start acting like them, start moving in that direction. Start becoming that person that you want to become and start moving that in that direction. You don't know how many opportunities you're missing. They're right in front of you because you're not doing that. So, bottom line, identify those lies, those things that somebody in some moment said, those experiences they telling you that pushing you down, that you're not good, that you this, you that you're never gonna achieve anything, that you're never gonna be promoted, that you're never gonna go anywhere, that you never blah 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 blah. Those are lies. Identify them. Call them what it is. Lies. Bring them to the surface. Talk about it. Verbalize them. When you verbalize them, they will lose power. Then see things as they are. You have a purpose. My goodness gracious, you have a purpose. Somebody will be blessed by you. You have a purpose. And finally, become the person that you dream to be. Maybe that person is somebody who wake up early in the morning and does exercise. Well, tomorrow morning, wake up early and do exercise. Maybe that person is somebody who dress well. Well, start dressing better. Maybe that person is somebody who work hard and do this and do that. Well, start being that person and start moving in one direction. But you have to start. Give the step. And no excuses. Don't believe the lie. Don't believe the lie that this will never happen to you. You will never achieve anything. Those are lies. Don't do it. Move out of that. Don't believe those ropes. They're tying you down. Those ropes don't exist anymore. You can become that great elephant. You can become that great thing, and you just don't want to move forward. So, identify it, bring it to the surface, see things as they are. You have a purpose, and become the person you want to become. You want to become smarter? Start reading. You want to become healthier? Start working out. You want to become a better father? Well, start becoming a better father. Just be a better father. So, start moving forward and don't hesitate. You do have a purpose. So I hope this helped you today, and hopefully not tomorrow, today, you start moving forward. You stop believing the lie, see things as they are, know that you have a purpose, and start moving forward to become the person you want to become. And start today. Please do it. Don't waste your time. Thank you for listening today. I will see you next week with another ideas and on leadership, personal growth, and organizational health. Why? Because you are worth it, because you are important, because you have a purpose. Thank you very much. God bless.
We hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Please help us spread the message of chasing growth by subscribing, commenting, and sharing this podcast on your social media and circle of friends. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, thank you for listening, and keep chasing growth, and stay tuned to our next episode.